name is Miles Grant. I am a Ashton Heights resident, and I've got to tell you, when I go to the Ashton Heights Civic Association meetings, they have brownies. You guys got to get up to speed here. And when I talk about brownies, I'm also thinking about the pie over at Bob and Edith's Diner. Now, let me tell you a little story here. This is the site of one of my proudest achievements as an Arlingtonian here. I've been here for about 8 years now. I've never bumped another car in that tiny little parking lot of this. I'm not saying I haven't been bumped myself, but I've been an Arlington resident for about 8 years now. Grew up in Boston, went to Syracuse University for college, and ended up down here working for TV and radio stations for News Channel 8 and WJLA here. Right now I work for the National Wildlife Federation, working on getting global warming legislation passed in Congress. And I was at a U.S. Chamber of Commerce meeting last week when Senator Lamar Alexander was trying to talk about renewable energy, and he's a Republican from the South, so it's a learning experience for him. But he talked about renewable energy, and he said, we need to harness the energy from the sun and the wind and the moon. And I think he was talking about tidal power. I will say that, that tides move the water and we can harness that power, but it just didn't quite come out right the way he wanted it to. But that's the number one thing that I'm running on for me, clean energy and climate action. I feel like there's so much we can do here in Virginia, both to promote green jobs through renewable energy, sources like solar and wind, and also to make people's homes and businesses more energy efficient, hopefully saving some money on their power bills and maybe doing the right thing for the planet at the same time. I'm running on civil liberties for all Virginians. I think we need to have marriage rights for all here in Virginia. I'd work to repeal the Marshall-Newman Amendment. I'd also work to loosen our really strict anti-union laws here in Virginia. I think that really limits the rights of workers here in the state. I'm also running on community engagement and civic activism. Here in Arlington, we have so many people who will come out on a Tuesday night, 3 weeks before the election, to hear from candidates here in the 47th District. If we could take some of that energy and direct it towards Richmond, so often we hear from people, oh, we can't have change on the environment, we can't have change on marriage rights because they just don't listen to us down in Richmond. Well, I don't believe in that. I've been a blogger for a few years now, trying to rally progressives across the state. And I'd like to keep doing that as your delegate down in Richmond and really make some change for the causes that we believe in. Now, let me also say before I sit down that I see you have a streetcar up here. And I know that's a big issue down here. Can I ask quickly, for the Columbia Pike streetcar, who is for the streetcar here? And who would be against the streetcar here? Well, when I'm knocking on doors here, this is about the split here, 50-50. Me, I will say right now I'm for the streetcar. I know it's an Arlington County proposal, and I know a lot of people will say, it's going to be really expensive, and we can move the same amount of people with rapid bus, and I certainly see that point. For me, I feel like we need to show that people and businesses along Columbia Pike that Arlington County believes in Columbia Pike, that we're willing to invest in it in the long term and make Columbia Pike a better place. Now, we also need to make sure that we're sustaining businesses like Bob and Edith's, like Arlington Sentiment Draft House, that those places in a future Columbia Pike still have a home. So I think we need to work together to make sure that happens. I've taken up enough of your time. I want to hear your questions. My name is Miles Grant. My website is milesgrant2009.com.